Hey, you know who it is, man. It's your boy Shooter the Investor, and I'm checking in for the gang. And hey, I got a hot one for y'all, man. And I know I always say that, but this one is sizzling. You definitely want to stick around. We not doing intros. We getting straight into the mix. I want to let you guys know I was doing a lot of thinking how I want to kind of bring something new to this channel, something that I haven't seen on other channels. Not saying I've been studying them or whatnot, but I just been thinking about you guys, my audience. And I know I talk a lot about different charts, right? And I go into different plays and I kind of talk about it, price action, volume, or whatnot. I wanted to kind of slow that down. I want to kind of slow that cadence down and take different projects, talk about those projects, whatever news they got going over their website, their official Twitter page, kind of show you how we vet on my team of traders, how we kind of look at projects, just giving you kind of like a quick overview. And then I want to take you guys into the chart and show you the price action, show you, kind of get you in my mindset on how I look at these charts, do a little forecasting, etc. And so for today, this is my first time doing this format. And hopefully if you guys like it, let me know in the comments. And if you want me to continue to do this format, drop tokens or coins that you want to see. I got a list in my head on what I want to do. Obviously, I'm going to do the ones that everyone is familiar with, the Bitcoin, Ethereums, the Cardanos, etc. But I want to kind of introduce you different layer ones, layer twos, metaverse stuff. And I think this will become some good content just to kind of let you know, or kind of let you guys get into my inner thoughts on when I'm looking at these crypto projects and how I'm looking up as far as research goes and etc. So today, we're not doing one of the most popular ones. In a sense it is, but it isn't. We're going to be doing Avalanche. I'm going to be bringing out Avalanche for you, letting you kind of see. I cleared my charts. I'm going to show you how I chart it all out. And then I'm going to show you how I forecast things in preparations for the next bull run. Now, remember, forecasting is hypothetically, right? I'm going to look at the good and the bad. And from there, you can kind of make your own judgment. By no case if me doing this, I'm not telling you to go buy Avalanche. I'm not telling you to sell Avalanche. I'm not telling you to hold Avalanche. I'm showing you exactly how I sit in front of my battle station, how I go through these projects over the weekend or whenever I got time. I'm looking over the possibility. What could the forecast? What could be the news price discovery? What is the best case scenario? What is the worst case scenario? I want to take you into that. So hopefully you'll pick up something. For anyone who is seasoned, who may not be doing this, maybe you might find something new. For anyone else that are new, can kind of get a little guidance on how, I guess, a pro trader, I have been doing this for a while, kind of looks at a chart. So anyways, let me go ahead and jump right on in it, man. Talk real quick. This is CoinMarketCap. We're going to use CoinMarketCap to look over Avalanche. But real quick, you can see that we're up to 976 billion market cap for today. Bitcoin was trading roughly about a percent in a 24-hour period. Over a 7-day period, up 11%. We already cracked 21,000. We came down, we reset. That's price action, right? For those who know, if you thought we were going to go from 20 to like 100,000 in a week, that doesn't work like that. It takes steps, and we'll talk about that. Ethereum's up 1.3%. BNB's down 0.5%. XRP's up 1.4%. Cardano's up 0.32. For all my Dogecoin out there, they're down 1%. Polygon trading very nicely, consolidating at that 90%, 90 cent per range, 94 right now, down 0.12%. Solana's been on a tear from recovery, down 1.72%, so on Polkadot. Let's look at Avalanche, because we are going to be talking about it's the 17th out of thousands of crypto. They're on the top 17 or number 17 out of the top 100 on this list. They're currently down 0.21%. Yeah, just want to kind of do a quick overview. Let's go ahead and jump into Avalanche's CoinMarketCap page here. As you can see, they're ranked 17. We're 7.2. Now, when you're coming onto these sites, right, especially CoinMarketCap, this is where you can do a lot of your research. It's very vital that you have CoinMarketCap. You don't need an account, but if you want to sign up for the free account, do so. You can put your portfolios in there. You can actually trade off it, etc. Or you can do CoinGecko. I have CoinGecko as well, and I'm gonna open up CoinGecko. Let me turn that on. And I do want to give you a heads up. Some of these pages are bright and they don't have night mode. So I'm going to do the best job as possible to edit it. So just bear with me. It could get a little bright, get a little dark here and there. Just know it is what it is, man. This is CoinGecko. Bookmark these two, right? Bookmark those for sure. Definitely have those. CoinMarketCap here, CoinGecko here. Two solid places to do research. I use a combination of both. I love the feel. I love the UI UX on them. That's user experience and user interface. You can't go wrong. I would say CoinMarketCap has more information. They have more projects on their site. Their price action is a little more robust in a sense. So you can pick whichever. I'm gonna close out CoinGecko. Just want to kind of show you guys that. Anyways, we're looking at Avalanche, rank 17 out of 100 or thousands of coins, excuse me, currently trading at $15.96. I think over this last 7 days or 10 days, it got up to almost about $17. Recovered very nice since this Black Swan event with the FTX, in my opinion. I'm a fan of Avalanche. If you're in my Discord community, you already know this. I'd stacked up on Avalanche at $10. So we sitting pretty right now. Other things you can see on this, you got their website here. If you click here, you can go to the Avalanche network site, or Avi Labs, who is the parent company of Avalanche. Explore community, Twitter page, Reddit, Medium, etc. is all there. You can do a chat. I've never used a chat before, so I don't know what that's about. If you scroll down, you got an overview here, the market, your line graphs here. You can switch to candles, but the candles on here is horrible in my personal opinion. That's why I use TradingView, but the candles are definitely here. You can kind of see where Avalanche has been over a year or even year to date, or you can do all, and you can kind of see. You can see the markets, right? This, if you click on markets, this will show you where Avalanche is available to purchase. I know a lot of people getting cryptocurrency don't know exchange to buy your crypto. That's why it says CoinMarketCap is a very important website. Markets, click on markets to show you exactly where you can buy excuse me guys, I'm so used to saying Avalanche, Binance, right? Coinbase Exchange, KuCoin, Coinbase Exchange, Kraken, right? These are different pairs, right? So you got Avalanche BTC pairing, Avalanche USD. So you might see a lot of these exchanges twice or maybe even more than twice. But for the gist of it, you know where you can buy. So if you have any accounts with these exchanges, you can go ahead and purchase. If you don't, now you know. For my new heads in the US, especially Binance US, you can buy it. KuCoin is a good exchange, and then Coinbase obviously is a good exchange too. Now for me, you know, I don't keep any crypto on exchange. I move it over into a hot wallet or my DeFi or my cold wallet, excuse me. So, and that's a whole nother video. I'm going to continue to talk about that. I'll probably do new updated videos in 2023 about security and the importance of moving your crypto. For now, we won't even talk about that. But if you want to know more, I have videos. Just search about crypto security. I talk about the ledgers and all that type of stuff. Go rewatch those videos. I'll throw the card up here, right? 8-minute mark. Historic data, very important. If you want to kind of do some reverse analysis, look at the historic data within the months or the days or the years or date range. You can kind of pick it here and kind of go back in the last 365 days. You can pick a date. If you want to go back to the genesis of it, you can do that. Avalanche news, you can kind of see what the news is. The biggest news for Avalanche is they partnered up with Amazon Web Services last week, which was perfect timing because the market was recovering. So that definitely gave them an additional pump for sure. But you have different accounts, different news articles that pop up here. CoinMarketCap does a great job of trying to stay up to date with each project news. I believe they got some APIs that just generated, honestly. Price estimates. I don't really pay attention to this. I kind of do my own forecasting. I feel very confident in the knowledge that I have to not depend on these experts, on analysts. So I don't really pay attention to that to keep it a buck. So we go back to overview. You have some chat here with other investors and traders feel about Avalanche for the day, if they're bullish or bearish or whatever the case may be. Be very cautious over here. It's a lot of pumping of a project, a lot of shilling of a project. You want to be very cautious. Do your own research. Check your own news articles. Do your own research. Be cautious with the chats over here. You have a converter here. So if you're looking to spend, I don't know if you're like, oh, I want to spend $1,000 and get in, then you know you can get about 62 avalanches or AVX coins, right? Keep that in mind. That's a nice little converter. Or if you want to sell, you're like, okay, I got a nice 1,000 bag and I want to sell 900. Okay, that's $14,350. That's what I'm sitting on. Some more good research material, price, live data, information on what is Avalanche. This is a good section. Definitely click more. It tells you everything about Avalanche and what they're trying to do. They've been dubbed the Ethereum killer by so many people, so many websites. Be very cautious when you hear stuff like that. Again, do your own research, form your own opinion. Therefore, you can never be tricked out of your bag or suckered into a play that you don't want to be in when you do your own research. It's very important that you do that. Who are the founders? What makes Avalanche unique? This is some good information. They even post sources, like if you were writing a paper or whatever the case may be. Yeah, really, really good information. Please do not skip over that information. You can find it right underneath the USD converter. It's very important in my opinion. Again, that market data here, you can see it on the CEX's centralized exchange, or the DEX, the decentralized exchange, Pancake Swap, Baby Swap. Not too familiar with these two. Thorchain, nah, not familiar. And then you have more Avalanche news as well too, right? More news, and then people watching, etc., etc. So that's CoinMarketCap. Like I said, you just come here, search any coin that you want to look at, have a dark mode, light mode, right? All that stuff. You can change the tongue or the language or whatever the case may be, currency, etc. So we're looking at Avalanche now. Real quick, let's go over my crypto. Let's go over my portfolio. We always do that in the video. I'm green bean, as you can see. VXV is actually down. People taking profits at 70 cent is down about 50 cent always, and it came down to 47 cent at one point, so it's down. It is what it is, right? Price correction, expected. It is what it is. Let's see. Oh, Avalanche is up on a week 3.3%. Started about $15.28, got up to about $17.75 doing this run. That's a beautiful thing. On the year, it's still down 72%, from almost $100, depending on what exchange you're looking at. LV definitely went over $100. Oh, matter of fact, let me go back to CoinMarketCap. There's something that I definitely missed. Avalanche's price statistics. You can see the price change, the 24-hour low and high, the trading volume, market cap, the market dominance, etc. But more importantly, you come down here and you click on show me more. You come down to the bottom here and you can see what the all-time high is, which is $146. Now that could be different depending on what exchange is reporting. This, I believe, is getting information from Binance, because Binance do on CoinMarketCap. KuCoin could have something different. KuCoin could have been listed this project before that, and it could, I don't know, say $250 or whatever the case may be. Be very cognizant of that, because different exchanges, depending on where they get the data from, it could be a different all-time high. I want you to be very aware of that. There's no market manipulation. Just when these coins get listed on the exchange, it could be different from KuCoin. KuCoin could have been the first one. It could have pumped from 7 cents to $1,000. Not saying that it did. And Binance and Coinbase never had it, and Binance and Coinbase got it when it was $15 and it pumped to $146. So it's going to, depending on the exchange, that's what you're going to see here. Okay, just to keep that in mind. But the information is here. All-time high, 146. All-time low, about $2.79. Okay, so overall return on investment is about 3,095%, which is not bad. Circulating supply, total supply, max supply, all that stuff is on this little window here on the side. All right, so crypto bubbles, we already checked that out. Now let's get into Avalanche. And again, they don't have a dark mode. The page is going to get bright. Let's keep it a buck. All right, so this is Avalanche official webpage. It's AVAX.network, right? If you make sure you come to CoinMarketCap, drop down and get their website. It'd be so many fake sites out there. You think you're on the right one, you signing up for their wallet, you're starting to buy crypto, next thing you know, they didn't swiped you out. You know what I'm saying? So come to CoinMarketCap, go to the official Twitter page. They have their websites in there. Just be very careful. I know it sucks to even say this, but it is what it is, and I've seen it happen. It has not happened to me, but I've seen it happen. Just be careful, y'all. Come to CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko as well. They have it. Just be careful. Just be careful. That's all I got to say. All right, so we're not gonna run through this because I want to get in the chart. When I'm looking at different coins, first thing I want to do is looking at CoinMarketCap, see if they signed up to CoinMarketCap. If they're not on CoinMarketCap, it could be a fairly new project, and that's typical, right? They have to apply. CoinMarketCap has to do their vetting process, and not saying just because it's on CoinMarketCap is a good project. There's still been scamming coins, shit coins that's made it on CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko that still turn out to be scams, squid games. Allegedly, not even allegedly, we've seen it happen in real life. So just keep that in mind, right? Just because it's on CoinMarketCap doesn't mean it's A1 since day one. The coins that we're going to talk about here have some stature. They have legs already, and not saying that they won't disappear one day. Maybe they don't make it out this bear market, but the ones that we're going to talk about are, as of now, solid projects. We'll see what happens. Avalanche Multiverse. Welcome to the Multiverse. Avalanche Foundations launches its program focused on accelerating adoption and growth of its novel subnets and prime scaling solutions for Web3 dApps. Web3, buzzword, right? It's like when you watch PB Playhouse and they say the word and everyone's like, yeah. Web3 is major. That thing is big. AI, artificial intelligence. What is that part of? Web3, blockchain, metaverse, NFTs, owning your own, just owning, period, right? Web3 is all about creating it, ownership. Web3 is something that is encompass all of everything that we're seeing in AI right now. It's the hottest thing that's going to be part of Web3, augmented AR as well too. Like there's so much tied into it. So Avalanche is definitely homing in on these buzzwords of Web3 with their dApps, decentralized applications. And so, just know that. So what's so cool about Avalanche? Blazing fast, right? Low cost, eco-friendly. Those are major buzzwords when you're talking about layer ones, right? So top layer ones, Bitcoin, Ethereum. Ethereum is probably the biggest blockchain that got the most developers, that got the most dApps. Before it went over from proof to stake, it was proof of work. A lot of energy was being consumed. All these other coins, layer ones, these new boys in town, they saw what the issues were. Now, a lot of these these new projects, such as Avalanche, Cardano, had founders from Ethereum that were lobbying about going to proof of stake, but the big dog didn't want to do it. So they broke loose and start their own thing. And with that, they had that information knowing we can make it faster than Ethereum. We can make it low cost because everyone to know that ETH gas and them ETH fees are extremely high. It's better now since they switched over. And then eco-friendly. Obviously, Ethereum is getting a better fingerprint on the eco side, but if back in the day, that wasn't the case. Used a lot of energy mining Ethereum. So you find a problem, you create a solution. That's how innovation happens. So here's Avalanche, blazing fast, low cost, eco-friendly. That's their big push, right? I'm not going to read through this whole website. I just want to kind of scroll through it and kind of show y'all what it looks like, who's building on Avalanche. This is Chainlink, the Graph. A lot of these I don't recognize. TUSD is a stable coin as well. Now, comparisons to other blockchain, like I was talking about, transaction throughput. It takes seven actions per second for Bitcoin, 14 for Ethereum. 1500, which is super fast for Polkadot. We'll be talking about Polkadot in another video. Avalanche Infinity TPS with the subnets on. Sheesh. Brr. Now we talking about transaction time. 60 minutes. 6 minutes, not bad. 60 seconds, under 2 seconds. Energy efficient. Yes, CPU optimal. Polkadot. See, these used to be mine. Well, this one used to mine. That's why it's a no for the exit out number and the GPU as well. Number of validators: 3 pools, higher than 51% hash rate. 2 pools, greater than, less than 200 nodes. Running chain on Polkadot, thousands of nodes. It's great. Proof of work, proof of stake for Ethereum, proof of stake for Polkadot, proof of stake. Remember, Ethereum just went from proof of work to proof of stake. Safety threshold, 51%. 51% for Ethereum, 33%, 80%. Security is very important, especially when you want to start pitching to these institutional VCs, venture capitalists, start getting into this adaption. Security is very important in Web3, right? So that's just a comparison of different blockchains. These are all Layer 1 blockchains: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Polkadot, and Avalanche. And as you can see right now, they're learning from their counterparts, their peers. We're gonna make it better, right? People want faster, cheaper, time saving. That's important. If energy efficient, eco-friendly. For the governments to adopt this, they want to make sure things are eco-friendly, because eco is going to be a big talking point during an election. It's very important. Build Ethereum dApps without limits. That means you can build on Ethereum EVM, right? That's an option here. Avalanche virtual machines. Easier transfer resistance to the Ethereum assets, meaning you basically just copy and paste and boom, you can have your Avalanche apps built on a safer, faster, cheaper blockchain uploaded to Ethereum blockchain. Just saying. I'm just saying. DeFi. They also have DeFi finance. Very important. DeFi finance is going to play a big part. They're going to challenge a lot of these brick and mortar banks, Wells Fargo, Capital One, JP Morgan, etc. Very important. So they have that side. Institutional, government, enterprise. You can see they're going to be taking action within the CBC. That's been a hot topic as well too. Depth in financial, digital identity, documenting trackage. We all know KYC is the best form of identification when you're in the crypto market, because we can take that KYC, and if we open up account on Avalanche and they got all these dApps that we're using, we don't have to create new usernames and password. We already got our address and we can go in and out, move freely throughout the cabin, right? And if they have bridges built, then you can do that on different blockchains as well too. Don't have to show an ID. Don't have to continue to memorize usernames and passwords or reset every 30 days. KYC is definitely going to be the way to go. Digital art, they're working with tops with the NFTs, etc. Right? Now, who are some of the? Let's look at their ecosystem. All right, I already clicked it. It's up here at the top. You can kind of click here, see who the developers are, subnets, and learn more information. If you're a builder, a developer, you can start building now to get the information here. I'm not going to click on it. This is some of the different applications that's been built. Over 300 projects. Not bad for fairly new, right? Not bad at all. Different categories: DeFi, if you want to look at DeFi dApps and whatnot, enterprise apps, exchanges, right? You can kind of cipher through this if you want to look at gaming and whatnot, what's going on. Or you can just kind of scroll through here. It's all in alphabetical order. You connect your wallet here if you got an Avalanche wallet, and you can kind of go look through here and see who's on here. I know a few off the top. Oops. You got Chain Link. I know you're on here. I don't know why you're talking about. Anyway, they're on here. Arrowweave, you know I'm big on Arrowweave, big storage. Let's see what else. See, Chainlink. I don't know why it's not populating up there. Maybe that search is not for that. I don't know. But I know Chainlink has built on here as well. And you just have hundreds and hundreds. Like I said, over 300 projects have been built on Avalanche. It's pretty dope, right? So that's part of the research. You want to come check out their website. You want to look at their roadmap. I believe it's at the bottom. Let me scroll down. Right, you can create a wallet. You look at the path, the 2021 roadmap. I wonder if they updated this. Let's see. Maybe it's being updated. That's why it brought me back. It kind of spun me back. You can also join their newsletter here. Sign up for that. But most important, you definitely want to look into their community. Twitter, Telegram, Discord. If you already have these apps, you might as well already join. I highly recommend any project that you are very fond of that have Twitter, you should be on their Twitter page because they update information like that. They do Twitter spaces at least once a week or maybe once a month, depending on the community. Discord, you can have conversations with the developers in there. They're giving constant updates or whatever the case may be. I highly suggest, if you're not in one of these, if you don't want to be in all three, you definitely want to be in one of them for sure. For me, Twitter and Discord are my favorite. Those are where I can join their communities. They have more communities here by clicking on here. They have a Medium page, very popular, Reddit, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube. I never heard of Meetup. I don't think I want to download it either. I'm just tired of different apps on my phone. Twitter, speaking of, this is Twitter, and I'm not signed in because I know I'm following their page. Oh, maybe I'm not following. Let's follow right here. And I'm going to turn the notification bell on. Boom. I don't want that on my computer. All right. So this is the True Avalanche page. They have the gold check mark here is for companies. I believe that's what Elon announced that they will have. And again, they have their website right here. So you make sure. So you verify, making sure that they're the right ones. Go check. Boom. Right. So that's Twitter. Like I said, you can kind of click off here and see what kind of news, what's going on. They're constantly updating just random facts about what's going on with Avalanche or even Alvi Labs and partnerships. You can kind of see it firsthand if they got listed on different exchanges, partnerships with other projects such as Polygon, etc. Let's see, Formula One. I didn't know they was a part of a Formula One. That's pretty cool. I guess I wasn't following them on Twitter either. Yikes. But as you can see, just random fun facts, and you can get in there and people talking about it. It's like, you're just part of the community, man, at the end of the day. So you definitely want to be on their Twitter. Now, so that's part of some of the research that we do, myself and the team do. Verify their website, making sure their socials work out good, checking them off there on CoinMarketCap, reading through. And then you can dig and do more Google. Like you Google, you go to different blog sites and whatnot. Be cautious of that. You just dig and you just do your research and see if it fits your portfolio needs, if it resonates with you, how you feel about layer ones or blockchain. If you're new and you don't know how to feel about a project, you just compare it to other projects. What are they doing better than Ethereum? You always hear about Ethereum, you always hear about blockchain. Well, what are they doing different? Go to YouTube. Be very cautious when you go on YouTube. A lot of people try to pump and sell you and get you excited and say Avalanche is going to $100 in 2 weeks. It doesn't work like that. I'm gonna show you in the chart. It don't work like that. Could it happen? Sure. But it just, don't get caught up in all that. Only invest if it resonates with you and your portfolio and it makes sense to you. Like, this is like as honest that, like, trust me. I got caught up when I first started doing crypto. I got caught up in that mumbo jumbo stuff back in like 2016. It don't work out. You end up losing money. Those people already got bags. You jumping in there and then they dumping on top of your head. It's not worth it, guys. Just be patient. If it feels right, do it. If it don't feel right, don't worry about it. All right, so let's look at the Avalanche chart. You're going to see my wife walk by here. Look at her creeping. Get out of here. So let's look at the Avalanche chart. I stripped it butt naked. I don't know if I should be saying that on YouTube. It's a raw chart. Maybe I shouldn't be saying that either, too. I cleared the copies off I cleared the drawings off the chart. We're going to start fresh and clean. If you've been on my page, you know what my charts look like. I keep it simple. Let me just do a once over real quick with you. I got the RSI. I got the volume. This is price action and candles. We're looking at the weekly now, or maybe I'll do daily. It's a little bit more price action. We'll look at the daily chart when we do this. Yeah, we'll look at the daily chart. We'll look at the daily chart. I like looking at the weekly because I'm a long-term investor. This thing that froze up on me. Okay, here we go. We'll look at the daily chart. I keep it really simple as far as I got volume. I can use the SMAs. Actually, matter of fact, I'm gonna turn the my SMAs on, turn my EMAs off. There we go. And as far as the SMAs that I run with, I use the 50-day, 100-day, 200-day, right? Keep it plain, keep it sweet. Supply and demand, I got that on as well too. But we identify supply and demand without the indicator, and I'm gonna show you how. So what am I looking at, right? So I'm looking at Genesis, right? This is TradingView, right? So this is the very beginning of it. And this may not correlate with the actual beginning, but this is probably when TradingView started, or wherever Coinbase is reporting the day of, right? So I'm looking at the pairing from Coinbase. So this is labeled the Genesis, right, during this time frame. May not be true, but that's based off of what we're looking at for Coinbase, because that's where I buy. Avalanche. So in the beginning, it was roughly about 60 some dollars. Now we know that's not true because we know the all-time low is about $2 and some change based off of coin market cap. Again, I told you there's going to be a little price action difference based on exchange, right? We know about the high is about 100 and something, 140 something dollars. That correlates, right? So this came in the middle of before the pop off, but it missed all that back here, right? And that's fine. And it works out, right? So what we're looking at, right? So basically we see we got an all-time high here. We have a retest, and then we have what we know back in December 21 to start this little consolidation, and then the sell-off in pretty much in April. We had a sell-off last year following suit with everybody else. Now, what I'm looking at, right, the first thing that I'm going to do, I'm always going to find and kind of look at the beginning, and I want to get an idea of what the run-up was, right? So what I'm going to come here and do, I'm going to look at the price range, and I'm going to look at this bottom right here, which was about 50 some dollars, and then I'm going to look at this high. So I know that was about almost a 200% or 2x run up, right? And so I'm looking at that, and I'm like, okay, that's my starting point. I know they had a nice run here. Knowing that it was at $2 at one point, I might come over here and say, okay, this thing started about $2.39 and it got up to here, right? And knowing that that's a previous run up, I'm gonna go ahead and mark that green because that really happened based on the previous lows. And I know that's not a new low because we're definitely above $2, right? So this happened way before they got listed here. So I know and perceive this was a 6,000% run up. Now, the likelihood of that having another 6,000% or 6,000% run up, it could happen, but I need to know what was the biggest run up, right? This helps me analyze what I'm looking at. So based off of this, off of Coinbase, it had a 200%. Based off the true Genesis, it was over 6,000%. Now I want to look at the sell-off. So we'll come at this previous high here before the massive sell-off, and we'll come and look and see where that sell-off ended, which was here. We know that was for a loss, so we'll turn it red. Now I know during this time frame of March 22 to June, it was an 86% runoff. Now we had a recovery. I'm not going to mark that recovery, but this ultimately created a flag pattern for me, a bearish flag pattern is that. So I know that from a fact. So I'm going to go ahead and draw that trend line out. And I know that this was a recovery zone. It was a decent recovery as well too, about 100%. So I will mark that out for you guys. Make that green, right? And then we had the sell-off after this. So we had a sell-off. We'll look at it, but I don't think I'm going to mark it. We had a sell-off of about 65%. I will mark that. All right, let's just do it right. Right. All right. So we got our zones here. We got our big zone that's not being shown, but we know that this project's low was about $2 and some change, ran all the way up to $148. That's a 6,000 runner. From the day that Coinbase reporting it on True TradingView, we have the bottom here about $50 up to 100 and let's just say $150. So that's 184%. Since then, some consolidated happened, had a decent sell-off, nothing major, but we had a major sell-off with the rest of the market, which was the market sentiment over 86%. We recovered over 122%. And since then, that recovery has been down 65%. right? So we have our percentiles. We understand what our trend is. We know our big trend happened in the beginning, which is typical in crypto for projects. They usually have their big pop depending on how the market is. This is definitely during a bull run, so it had a big pop. And so what I'm looking is that I'm going to actually copy this and, I'm going to clone this, and I'm going to use this as a probable, right? I'm going to use this from this low here, right? And say, and this is, again, this is forecasting. This is not, I'm not saying that this price is going to happen. I'm looking on if we do another 6,000%, right? Or even close. I know that's about a $978 run up. Is it possible? Could happen, but it's going to have to take a lot. A, we got to get out of the bear market. B, a lot of money has to be pumped into it. And I'm talking about not retail, institutional, VC, hedgers, a lot of good infra. Like AVAX is going to have more than just them partnering with Amazon. A lot of stuff is going to happen. Bitcoin, Ethereum market cap got to go up, and then altcoin season, money has to trickle down into it. I like to use that as of in case if that happens, right? And I make that white because it hasn't happened. First things first, we're going to do a Fibonacci retracement. We're going to take that high and we're going to go to that low. And this is going to give us price discovery, the likelihood, right? Fibonacci, it's based off Italian mathematician finding the golden ratio of the likelihood of a price retesting certain levels, resistance levels, or even support levels, and then finding price discovery, right? So this white block here is a price discovery. Best case scenario, we do another 6,000%. Fibonacci kind of to show you what we could retrace to. Now we're currently sitting on this support line of, well, not currently, we were sitting at the support line at $10.54, which is Coinbase's typical low, right? Now we're looking at 23, 38, 50, 61% on the Fibonacci. So let's say best case scenario, we retrace back to the top of the supply, which sold us off, right? And we have two supply zones that sold us off. We have one here, and I know there's a lot. I'm gonna get rid of this, kind of clean this up. We got a supply zone here, which at $19, right? That we might retest. Then we got a supply zone here at $31. So we need to get above these two supply zones before we start seeing a full-on recovery from the sell-off, right? This 86% sell-off. So once we get past those, then we can be looking at $44, $65, $82, and then ultimately above $99. We already know $148 is the all-time high. So with that type of move, what I want to do is come from here to the top of here, and that's a 600% above the 61.8% Fibonacci line. That for us to, oh, sorry, I'm tripping, to get above here, right? It's an 869% rally, right? To get above the we'll call it 148, 150 all-time high. So we would have to rally over damn near 1,000%. Now, could we do it? It's a possibility. I mean, it's done over 6,000% from start to the high. Could we do it? It's a possibility. This is part of forecasting, right? This is kind of where you kind of can sit down and see how much money you want to put into a project and see where you want to start taking profits, right? So I'm looking at it, it's like, okay, could we rally back to the all-time high and retest? Now, price action normally retests its highs. When does that happen? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I wouldn't tell you. If anybody tell you they know the date when it retests these highs, they're lying to you. Call they cap. I'm not an oracle. I don't have a magic ball. I know price action over the years of trading will test their all-time highs eventually. I just couldn't tell you if it's going to be in a year, 2 years, 2030, 2035. Eventually it will retest an all-time high and find new price discovery, right? Keep that in mind. I digress. So could they make a rally within this time frame? Now, it's a possibility. If I click this onto the weekly chart, this kind of compresses the information and is allowing me to stretch this out all the way up to 2025, which I believe the bull run will definitely start taking shape 24-25 time frame, in my personal opinion. So I'll stretch that out, and I know, okay, the possibility of it recovering, getting up into this 1000% range for fully recover is going to take from here to here. And I know you're thinking like, well, damn, shooter, that's 2 years. Like, I'm trying to go to the moon. It doesn't work like that, Padawan. This is slow and steady wins the race, baby. Now, cool thing about crypto is very volatile. That thing can pump, like I said, but slow and steady wins the race. So now I have my markings. I have my fibs here. I can come here and start marking out these blue lines and getting rid of this fib, but I want to kind of forecast a little bit more now. So best case scenario, right? Best case scenario, we recover, right? We fully recover. We get back to our all-time highs. It's a great day. We put in an X amount of money during this dollar cost averaging all the way down. We got an X amount of avalanche. Like for me, I have over 200 coins. I will be buying more. I'm waiting for the pullback. And let's say we recover. So now I'm looking at, okay, I have currently 200 coins, right? This is part of forecasting. Let me pull this calculator up so you guys can see it. Okay, I have 200 avalanche coins. If we pull back to our all-time high, I'm gonna times that by 144.27, right? I'm looking at about $28,000, $29,000 in profit. About 20. I think I spent about 20. I'll get about 26,000 net profit. Okay, so I'm happy with that. I can live with that. This is an important part of forecasting. Now, to be honest with you, as this thing starts hitting these Fibonacci price lines, I'm gonna use these Fibonacci price lines as dollar cost averaging out of plays, meaning I'm taking profits. So I'm not gonna wait for this to hit 144, reach this all-time high. I'm going to be exiting out of my position on the way up. And it just depends on when the market cycle, right? If we're in the start of the bull run and we're starting to pump, then I'll probably sit on my hands. I'll probably take profits probably once. And depending on how this thing rips, it just depends, right? But if it was a slow and steady ripple effect, then I'm looking at these levels. I'm like, okay, I like taking profits at 65. I'll take some profits at 82, 99, 100, et cetera, et cetera. So therefore, I'm not caught holding it back, because once these institutional people start taking money, then that thing will sink. Now, let's do a price discovery, right? So we're looking at price discovery that could be up to, as stretch this out so we can see it, $243, 337. Whoops. Let me fix that. 387, 501, and 619, right? New all-time high price discovery, right? So I will come over here. I know I have 200 of those, and I will go through each one of those, looking at the new price discovery, starting to think, plan it out. Okay, 48,000, not bad. Let me look at the top of the chart. That's not bad. We'll take that any day of the week. You know, some people don't make that in a year. I'm happy with that, right? And so I kind of use this tactics of forecasting Fibonacci, looking at the supply, seeing where we have to break, and just make realistic game plan about getting into the play and getting out the play. Now, let me get rid of this fib. We're going to keep that. Now, what happens if we continue to go on a down, especially in this market where we haven't announced the recession? Well, I'm looking at these swing lows back at $10. I know we've done that already. So what I would do, I will come over here and I'll set a nice alert to let me know if we retest this swing low, which is a support zone of $10, then I'm coming in here. And then what I would do, I would take my price finder or my price range. I would do a 20% sell off, right? Or 25% or even 30%. Let's just say for shits and giggles, I'll do 30% sell off, right? That put me there. Whoops. Puts me there. Let me clone this. All right. And then from there, I'm looking at, right? And I'll clone that. And I'll just make a little stairway down. And I'll say, and I'll set alerts, right? Set alert here. And I'm not saying that this price action is going to come all the way down, but I want to be prepared, not surprised, right? So I got my alert set. All right, come here, set these runs. So right, if it hits these zones, these are buying opportunities for me. So if we break that $10, we hit $10, like say we hit $10 right now, I'm buying. If we hit another 20% after that at $6.19 or $6.99, I'm buying. $4.76, I'm buying. Then I'll set another zone here. 3. Now I'm buying. All right. And so now you're looking like, dang, shooter, this thing then pretty much retraced to almost all-time low. You know, do you still feel the same way about Avalanche? I've done my research. Can't nobody talk me out of Avalanche. But Avalanche is gonna have to zero for me to stop investing in Avalanche because that's how much I believe into it. So if it does cross here and start getting down here to these $2, I'm looking at it as an opportunity for me. Like Avalanche is gonna have to like say we're done. You know what I'm saying? For me to be done. That's just me though. But that's, I've done my research. Very confident. You should do the same. So yeah, man. I wanted to share that with you guys, and hopefully, you know, you picked up something. I know the video was hella long. I'm gonna get better at this as far as like organizing this, but you guys know from my previous videos, I like to talk. It is what it is. I like to educate. I take my time. I want to make sure you digest this information and not just me, somebody on here fast talking to you like a car salesman. I want you to understand this, and we're going to do this for more projects. And the outcome, the pattern, the cadence might be the same, but the outcomes might be different. So I want to kind of show you this on how I look at things before I get into plays. And when I get into plays, I show you where I set my buy-ins and where I set my take, my dollar cost average and how I get that. So hopefully this helped you out. And if it did, go ahead and drop me that like, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment and let me know what other projects you want to look at. Share this with your crypto buddies or family members or whatever the case may be. If I deserve it, you know what I'm saying? If I don't, it is what it is. I get it. So I'm going to keep, if you like this format, let me know in the comments. I'm going to keep this pumping out and we're going to break down on each project. We're just going to go through them all, baby. We're going to go through them all like Pokemon. You feel me? Anyways, man, thanks for rocking with me if you held this long. I appreciate you so much. I've got some giveaways coming up. When we hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, I'm doing a big giveaway. $1,000 worth of stuff, probably give away some crypto, definitely gonna be giving away some ledgers. Shout out to the people, the last 2 people when we hit 500 subscribers, they got their Arculus cold wallets. Shout out to them. Glad that y'all got those. We're gonna do some big stuff, man, in 2023, giving back. Want to help you guys out here unlock your financial dreams, and let's get this bread together. It's your boy Shooter the Investor, man. I'm signing off. I love y'all. Yeah, man, let's go.